talk after though.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash.
I want to give double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone, who taught us this truth and who rule well, okay, and who teach the correct doctrine of the scriptures. We want to give sincere shalom to the elect out there, teaching this truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. All right, and we're out here once again, okay? Every day, prophecies are coming to pass. Things are heating up. You know, we're getting closer and closer to that MOTB. We're getting closer and closer to a point where every Israelite, well, not just every Israelite, but every person in the world, but primarily the Israelites, are going to have to make a decision, okay, whether they give themselves to this devil or not. You know, and that's what our apostles have been pushing since we came in this truth about this MOTB, because it is not just something that you can get 50% correct or 75% correct. No, if you take that MOTB, you will be put to death. It's that simple, man. You could be the best Israelite in the world up until it comes that time. But if you take it, you fail the test. You fail the whole course.
That's right.
All right?
I'll start with this.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
Right, and the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which it's going to get into about, you know, not every brother is speaking as a good representative of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, there's some bad vessels and there's some good vessels out there.
It says, worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Right, it's the spirit of prophecy. So when you're watching all these other Israelite camps out there, if they're not coming with the prophecies, okay, if the prophecies are not the centerpiece of their doctrine, okay, because that's the time we're living in, then you really shouldn't be messing with people like that, man. Okay? Because we're in the time where, you know, we should really be reaching for salvation. Okay? I mean, fuck all this other shit, man. These devils are about to try and starve everybody out, and you guys are playing games with this stuff. That's how they're gonna get you to take that MOTB, by starving you out.
And now you even got Cardi B. Cardi B made a video recently complaining about food prices.
Celebrities.
When you hear about celebrities complaining about food prices, you know something is up. She fucking said a couple months ago a thing of lettuce was $2. A couple months later, now it's $7.
Yeah, and I want to say that like I sent that post from that demon, and remember the Facebook post where it said that it said GMS is the worst Israelite group out there, and they lost in the prophecies. But that's what you're supposed to be. If you lost in anything, that's what you're supposed to be in.
Oh, I got something for that.
You're supposed to be in the prophecy. Can you get that real quick?
Yeah, not lost in the world.
Nah, he got it right here. Yeah, because what he just read was read that again real quick.
Oh, and
Yeah, Revelations 19:10. You read that.
This is the book of
Read that real quick.
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, so if you a man of the Lord in this time, you're gonna have that spirit of prophecy on you. Go ahead and get that. And Paul actually said, out of all the gifts, he said, out of all the gifts, the best gift to have is prophecy.
Yep.
And Corinthians, go ahead and read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verses 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High.
Right, giving your mind over, man. The scriptures talk about what? Being occupied in prophecies. Yahweh Shai said occupied.
And is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies.
Yeah, you're gonna be occupied in prophecies, man. That's what your mindset would be on. Go ahead.
he will keep the sayings of the renowned men.
The renowned men is the prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. Like we're about to go into Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. Go ahead.
And where subtle parables are, he will be there also.
Yeah, because he going to be trying to give them breakdowns.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Salat, because them niggas, the fucking 2 niggas in Mississippi, talks, oh, they always bragging just because we don't know all the breakdown. Nigga, you supposed to know all the breakdowns.
That's right.
If somebody asks you a question, you gotta be able to answer it.
You gotta be ready to give an answer. That's a commandment too.
They always talk, they know all the breakdown. We don't gotta know all the breakdown. Fuck you.
Yeah, if you don't know how to break, if you don't know the breakdowns, you shouldn't be out there teaching.
Now you gonna say something?
yeah, I just want to bring this out. Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. And we went into how the brother went into the wisdom of the ancient, memorize, bring into mind and put into meditation all those accounts of what the prophets went through. It's part of that comfort, man. Knowing that they were all right at the end.
Yep. Read that again. Because I was watching this video, and it was this black dude. I forgot his name, but I'm pretty sure y'all brothers know him. Dark skin, compared old looking Dick Gregory looking motherfucker. But he was like, yo, our people on. He was like, worry about like hope. Hope can't save you.
Oh, I know,
You see that shit? I was mad as hell. Read that shit again. Read that. Read
Romans
that again.
15:4. For whatsoever
Hey,
things.
that's how we get saved. We saved through hope.
I got it.
You're supposed to have hope. Go ahead. Hope is faith.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
You see that shit? I was mad as hell. I meant to share it. Go ahead.
Were written for our learning,
Yeah, the prophecy written for our learning. Go ahead.
that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 24. For we are saved by hope.
See, you saved by hope. That's why you saved. See, the way you hope Yahweh come to deliver you. We the hopeful elect. We say the hopeful elect, right?
Right.
Things that are saying can't be hope.
Yeah.
Romans 8 and 24, for we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for?
Yeah, what you gonna hope for it if you already see it? Go ahead. That was it.
Verse 25. That's a lot. Well, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, got that in Ephesians.
Yeah, Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. And in fact, I'm going to get this in Revelation 3.
Yeah, I think this.
And that's another thing. It's more faithful people on this. It's more faithless people on this planet than faithful, because faith is a gift given from above. You can't buy faith. You can't earn faith. It got to be given.
It's in the womb.
Yeah.
From the womb.
They got to get it. They got to be predestinated.
Yeah, that's in Luke where he said, "Will I find hope when I come upon the earth?"
Oh yeah, we'll find hope.
Or faith.
I got some.
That's what Yahweh Shai said. He said that he's coming to find faith on the earth.
This is Titus chapter 2, verse 11. Titus chapter 2, verse 11. For the grace of the Most High that bringeth salvation hath appeared to all men, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lusts, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world.
So we got to deny this world. We got to deny the things of this world.
Yeah, because this world ain't shit. The scripture. The kingdom of heaven is better than 1,000 on this earth.
And this earth try to reel you in with madness and foolishness, because you're surrounded by it.
What scripture was you looking for? I got Luke 18 and 8.
Yeah, that's it right there.
This is the book of
I
Luke,
got Ezekiel.
chapter 18, verses 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh,
That's a classic we used to bring out all the time.
this is the book of Luke, chapter 18, verses 7. And shall not Yahweh, but Hashem Yahweh Shai, avenge his own elect?
Right, that's why the scriptures say what? Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. He's going to be our avenger, man. He's going to be our redeemer.
And why he going to avenge him? Because they hoping for him.
Which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily.
Right, and it's not going to take very long. Well, hey, the scriptures say it's only going to take 1 hour to destroy this place, man. You know, how much more, so our speedy deliverance, you know? Because, I mean, how much worse can this fucking, I mean, we know it can get worse, but how
this shit is fucked up.
You gotta
here,
wonder
yo.
when
It's fucked up here.
they're talking about making these factories to grow babies and shit.
Yeah, 30,000 babies a year, right? 30,000.
It's ridiculous, 30,000. Just like they showed you that in the Matrix, they're growing babies in the factories and that.
I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
Because that's what he's looking for, man.
It's gonna be like when you ask was it Lot? When you ask Lot, you find 50 righteous men.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that, cause it ain't these people faithless out here, man.
And they're gonna die in their own faithfulness.
People should die in their unfaithfulness.
So well, hey, they're gonna take the sea hit, man.
That's something you was getting to.
You know, I mean, you could just
Yeah, I was gonna get what you
you
just
can
said.
see these people, and you know that they're gonna line up as soon as it's introduced, man. As soon as things get bad.
And everything going cashless. It's out there. They pushing that cashless society right now.
I got that was it. That's it. Alright. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. This is Genesis chapter 18, verse 26. And the Lord said, should I start at 26? Start at 26. Where it says 50, that's where it started. Like a beautiful chapter.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, this is Genesis chapter 18, verse, what was I just at? 26?
Was that is it, how many faithful
Go back so I can. Okay. Genesis chapter 18, verse 26. It says, and the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous men within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes. And Abraham answered and said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, which am but dust and ashes. Peradventure there shall lack 5 of 50 righteous men, wilt thou destroy all the city for a lack of 5? And he said, if I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it. And he said unto him yet again, peradventure there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for 40's sake.
Yeah, so if you go through, like, say for instance, you go through the city, man, when you talk to people, like, their conversation is total wickedness, man.
Yep.
All right, they all, hey, you eat pork? See what I'm saying? So, huh? You like ham? You know ham is not a fool? It's not a fool. It's not even a fool.
I just left my ham sandwich sitting.
No, I'm just saying that, but this is what I'm saying. Like, that's against the Bible. The Bible says you're supposed to get put to death for eating that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, oh, I believe in the Bible. You believe in the Bible? Well, obviously not, because but that's what I'm saying. So just asking you a simple question like, do you eat pork? You say yeah. So
Because when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's going to kill those eating swine's flesh. That's what the brother meant. You know, when Yahweh Shai comes back, those eating swine's flesh, he's going to destroy him. Salakia. And he said unto him, Oh let not the Lord be angry, and I speak peradventure there shall 30 be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. And he said, behold, now I have taken upon me, speaking to the Lord, peradventure there shall be 20 found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 20's sake.
Hey, let me ask you another question. If you see, who like one of the baddest bitches? Cardi B? You fuck Cardi B? Like, would you fuck somebody, bitch?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
you see that
yeah,
happily,
yeah.
proudly.
They tell you though.
Proudly.
They never tell you that they say, bitch, I don't like that. I don't want to do that.
No, it's cool.
What if she doesn't reveal that?
But the way you
Your
said it
answer
was
is-
proudly, like,
Yeah.
hell
The
yeah.
knowledge of knowing that
Hell yeah,
somebody else
that's
did.
why
No,
you
you right on that. She,
I don't like adultery or nothing.
okay, that all right. Yeah, you should have said no though when he asked you though,
Yeah,
because he
but-
said, "Would you lay
but
with
can
somebody's
be married
woman?"
traditionally
I
to
asked you,
divorce
would you-
rich,
I
where
asked
all
you
three
just-
in the sense with the ring.
I mean, whatever the case
Yeah,
may
but
be.
you shouldn't do that though, because you know that's adultery. You said
See,
it.
I'm working on trying to keep my bitch to myself. I ain't got time to.
But you can't, but that, the Lord ain't gonna let that happen for you when you out here fucking niggas bitches and then you think ain't nobody gonna fuck your bitch. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, that's off. That's one of the main problems in our nation.
What if she
Hey,
don't tell you though?
you
What if
know,
she don't tell
you
you
know.
that she's somebody else?
She's an adulteress.
He got her and she like, oh, well, fuck it.
hey,
She wrong
yeah,
because
but you can sense that shit, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
you're supposed to use spiritual discernment.
And we know when these women be fronting about having a man.
We got one more red weaves and fucking tats all over.
but that's the normal answer you gonna get from Jake walking up and down the
you
street.
fuck your nigga good.
Yeah,
It says
You fuck mine.
you fuck mine.
Genesis 18:31, and he said, "Behold, now I have taken upon me, speaking to the Lord, peradventure there shall be 20 found there." And he said, "I will not destroy it for 20's sake." And he said, "Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet this once. Peradventure 10 shall be found there." And he said, "I will not destroy it for 10's sake." And the Lord went his way as soon as he had left communing with Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place.
That's how it's gonna be though. The Lord just gotta, he can't deliver everybody. He just gotta get the ones, the righteous ones, the ones that he need clean, and he gonna take them and you gotta burn everybody else, man.
And the script say this world is for many, but the world to come is for few.
And those eating swine's flesh, when Yahushua returns, they're gonna be put to death. It tells us that in Isaiah 66.
The slain of the Lord shall be many.
Yeah.
Many people go bow down to the slaughter.
And the way he put it is beautiful, because ham, like you said, ham, that's not a food. It's not a food. What he meant by that was it's not meant to be consumed. The pig is beautiful when it's doing its thing. It's meant for something. Everything the Lord created is beautiful. When a pig is good when you're not consuming it. It's really meant to clean the earth. That's why they don't have sweat glands. They like walking little dumpsters, man. They clean up the earth. But a nigga wants to put some honey on it on Christmas. We got some honey glaze, you know. Go ahead.
No bacon every morning.
Yeah.
Hey, this is
I
why
can't give up my. I had niggas tell me that I can't give up my bacon.
Like it ain't turkey bacon or beef bacon.
This is why when you read Hebrews 4 and 12, the scriptures talk about what these scriptures are a discerner of the thoughts. Man.
Yeah, you can ask a person a question, he'll fucking.
You see where
They'll
they
tell on
mind.
themselves.
See where they mind at. See where they spirit at.
Yeah, they'll tell on themselves. This is Proverbs 16 and 1. The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. So if you ain't right, the Lord is going to let you spit that
Let it be
that
known.
bullshit
Yeah.
out. You know?
I got it.
Actually, yeah, I do. Sorry. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verses 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, we can't put a mark on that nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? We can't. He not worthy of that mark, man. All right, he's an adulterer. He's fucking pork eater.
Pork eating adulterous ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Pants sagging.
I can't believe it. Proud. Hell yeah.
Cheesing this shit.
Yeah.
And to the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Hey, and it's crazy because he like it's like most niggas don't got an idea of what adultery is.
Yeah.
But he did.
Slay utterly old and young,
Slay utterly, old and young.
both maids and little children.
Hey, time's coming, man, when there ain't gonna be no playing around no more, man. You know, the Lord's gonna give us that spirit.
Hey, the Lord wasn't playing during this fucking storm, right? Because babies died, old people died. They found the old motherfucker. He's walking the boat. He died. Old man Skip. I like that motherfucker. But he's no, he was like around the corner from my house. He's walking, trying to find a Lucy store. And died.
My dad almost fucking got lost going to the store down the street and almost died, man. I'm like, what the hell are you doing going out?
Little babies freezing to death, all types of shit.
People getting lost. It was so fucking snowy, getting buried. People getting stuck in their cars.
Yeah.
Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women.
And they're saying next week there's gonna be another one of them shits.
Hey, you know, people love to say the children is innocent, the babies is innocent. The scriptures say he finna slay children too.
And the scriptures say, "Whosoever perish, being innocent."
Because the Lord is the Father of spirits, man. The Lord is the Father of spirits.
And whosoever should not seek the God of Israel, small or great, should be put to death.
Yep. I got some.
But come not near any man upon who is the mark, and began at my sanctuary, then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
I just wanted to get what you quoted. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword."
Right. If you want to expose somebody, man, use the word. See, when brothers, you know, when we watch the apostles and the other elders, how they, you know, deal with people coming up to the camp, that's like a learning experience, man. It's like training. Okay, because then we use those same things that our apostles taught us on these fucking heathens, man. Tell them they're lighter now.
Hey, and what do people always used to say? No, don't tell me what the Bible say. Tell me tell me how you feel.
Right.
Tell me what you think.
But the scriptures say don't lean on your understanding.
Don't lean on your own
They don't know that. They
understanding.
demons. They demons. Only a demon would say that.
All they know is John
Right.
16.
It says, "Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart."
Intentions, man. Right? What your will is. What is your, you know, what are you pretty much about? Okay?
And I got this too, since we said that. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 3, verse 24. "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion."
Yeah, I ain't saying that with a minute.
Own vain
Yeah,
opinion.
that's how, yeah. It says, "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and a evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment." So we have people say that to us several times, because they'll be getting cut with the word, and then they don't want us to come out the scriptures no more. They want us to say how we feel.
They want to spark a conversation about something else, man.
How we feel don't matter. That's why when you have a conversation with somebody and they constantly say, "Well, I feel like you," I can't talk to people like that. Well, I feel like,
Because now you're going off of emotion.
Yeah, tell me what you know, motherfucker.
yeah.
And the scripts in this Proverbs that say how the people gonna be filled with their own devices.
Yep.
And it usually starts the same way. This guy came up, "Oh, this is wonderful." You know, what did he say? "This is great. This is
You don't
great."
even know
You
who's
didn't
dope.
even- we didn't even bring up this.
I got what you said. Oh, go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 7. "Remember, I pray thee, whoever died be innocent, or where would the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same."
That's right.
Whoever perishes being innocent.
And the wicked should not go unpunished.
I mean, you look at what Jake does to each other, man.
Yeah, just like he was just saying. He was like, "Oh yeah, I fucked another bitch. I don't want nobody fucking my bitch. I'm trying to keep fucking my bitch." Well, you gonna reap that same motherfucking judgment, because you gonna feel what you made that other Jake feel.
Yeah, Jake ended up doing something, getting themselves locked up. Then the girl will be staying at their boy's house, doing all kinds of shit, sending them letters, phone calls, acting like she
Adultery is a dangerous game, man. That's some shit you don't want to play with.
Yeah, murderers too. Like people be out here killing motherfuckers, and then they get killed, and fucking that's your judgment, bro. That's your judgment. Anytime somebody died, and I'm like, what'd he do? He must have did something.
Yeah. All these people, people are literally like that documentary you said you was watching at your people's house.
Yeah.
That's really what they doing, dropping dead. What's it called?
Died suddenly.
They died suddenly.
Oh, they're gonna take the stream down now.
And these motherfuckers is like, they like 20, 25 to, they ain't even making it to 40.
Yeah.
And we know where it's from.
Oh,
having heart attacks and shit.
I just read a 18-year-old girl collapsed on the basketball court and died suddenly.
Yep.
Just dropped dead
Tristan Thompson.
on the basketball court.
His mom. Yeah. She just dropped.
Hey, the two motherfuckers at the casino. I work at the casino. Motherfucker, 25-year-old and 53-year-old. Died on the same day.
That Jacksonville Jaguars former player.
Yep.
He's only like, what, 38?
Yep.
They showed his tweet
Shalom,
last year.
shalom.
He did a tweet in, not last year, but late 2021 where he was telling everybody, oh, they better mandate this, make all the kids get it. Well, look at you now, man. You want to preach that the devil's message?
Shit, Deion Sanders lost his toe.
Yeah.
Trying to fucking, telling all his team to get, you know what I'm saying? Nigga lost his damn toe. Lord took his toe.
They asked him, Coach Brian, can you teach me how to cut? Well, I ain't got the toes for that. So. Coach
I got,
Brian. Well, hey, man, look at Coach Brian. If you don't fit into his system, he don't care how good you are. He'll kick your ass right out of the program, man. That's how the Lord is with his servants.
Where did her get lost?
This is, we were supposed to go into this earlier. This is Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee.
And well, hey, we were supposed to start with this scripture, man. But the Spirit went into pretty much similar topic. And the similar topic is, man, is that our people just don't want to fucking listen, man. They're not gonna want to listen until their ass is hungry. Okay? You seen that with this snowstorm. All right, they're not gonna want to listen until they can't have any of the luxuries, till they shut the fucking PlayStation down, till they stop selling the blunts, the cigarettes, the 40s.
You seen this?
Can't wait.
I keep going into this dude. We keep seeing the example right there. He was like, "Oh, this is dope. This is that." What if it was so dope? You just stood there. You still be standing there right now.
Just mark yourself. It says, and he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee.
Right, you should have just sat there and ate the meal.
Then
Right.
Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. That's when we first get it. You know, you want to tell everybody, but then people rejecting it. You like, why they rejecting it? You going into Deuteronomy 28. How can't you see it? I remember I was doing that shit back in the day. You can't, come on, bro, it's slavery. They're like, nah, they can't get it. It ain't for everybody. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel and speak my words unto them.
Right, it doesn't say go to a Black Lives Matter rally. You know, it didn't say go protest for equality or whatever the fuck that shit is.
To the Gentiles, to the LGBT.
Yeah. It didn't say stick up for the what do they call them? The gay warrior.
It says, for thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech, nor of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou could not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee.
And that's the Most High mocking his own people, man. All right, he's mocking his own people. He's saying, if I would have gave, he's pretty much saying, if I would have gave this covenant to another nation, they would have listened to your ass.
Or for you to send you to another nation. But you see that when we come out here and teach. Because most of the people that come up and stop is fucking heathens. You have like Ishmaelites come up, Edomites come up, and they sit there and fucking, you talking to them for 40 minutes. But Jake just walked past and shit. Might give you a head nod or something.
Right, what's up? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verses 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children.
I wonder if he's going to eat that ham sandwich when he gets home.
He is. He don't think about it still biting. Children that would not hear the law of the Lord would say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto what's right things, speak unto us smooth things.
They don't want to hear about the hunger. The Lord gonna kill a lot of people with just hunger. Because food is a weapon. A lot of people don't know that. When you can't eat, that's a weapon. See Esau coming up with these shortages. If you take the food out, if people can't eat, which that's gonna be a lot of you people in the world, when you can't eat, you're gonna do whatever the devil say. Just so you can eat.
That was a tactic that Esau's been doing since he's had empires, even going back to the Romans and Greeks. He used to starve people out, and people were self-sufficient back then.
Yep.
They're not self-sufficient no more.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah, so
After 2 days, it's
because when you go back in the history, like they would siege the city, they would put the army around the city so they couldn't get out and get supplies, but it would take months for them to run out of supplies. It ain't gonna take months for them to siege this city.
No.
It'll take days.
When that snowstorm hit, that food was gone in a couple hours.
Yeah, it still ain't no food in times. Shit is scarce in there.
some people was trapped in the crib with nothing to eat.
Yeah, they said people were getting trapped in their businesses, couldn't even leave the building. Imagine you stuck with your coworkers for 3 days with no food.
Yeah.
I would kill one of them.
I got something. This Revelation chapter 10. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and the rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. All right, that's talking about a chariot. And he had in his hand a little book open, and he set his right foot upon the sea and his left foot on the earth, and cried with a loud voice as when a lion roared. And when he had cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices. And when the 7 thunders had uttered their voices, I was about to write. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, seal up those things which the 7 thunders uttered, and write them not. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven.
Right, so certain things in the scriptures are sealed, and they're only revealed to who the Lord decides to open them up to.
Service prophets. And in the book of John, it says that everything wasn't written. It's not enough books to write everything the Lord has done. And swear by him that liveth forever and ever, who created heaven and the things that therein are, and the earth and the things that therein are, and the sea and the things that which are therein, that there should be no time no longer. But in the days of the voice of the 7th angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of Yahweh should be finished, as he had declared to his servants the prophets. Alright, it said when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of Yahweh should be finished, as he had declared to his servants the prophets. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again and said, go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up.
Right, eat it up, man. You know? Sup with Yahushua, or Yahushua was supping with him.
And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and this shall make thy belly bitter.
It shall make thy belly bitter. Okay, we went to the sweet and the bitter, man. That guy got bitter after 2 minutes.
Right.
You know, some guys, in the case of them guys in Mississippi, that guy became bitter. He was in the 15 years before it became bigger, man.
And it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey, and as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter.
Right, because it's a hard, kind of like the term, it's a hard pill to swallow.
Hard
man.
pill to swallow, the truth hurts.
Yeah. Especially when you first come in, man. There's a lot of conflicts going on in your mind. I mean, I wouldn't say conflicts, but you know, you're washing away that whole way of thinking.
Yeah, and I seen a video the other day, and this Jake, he was like, when you become enlightened and you get woken up, things don't get easier in this world. Things get worse because now you see the madness that's going on in it. Because now you're not asleep. Now you're not a zombie. Now you awoken, and now you see what's really going on, and this place affects you. Hey, this one more verse. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings.
So you guys that don't teach reincarnation, what is that all
Again.
about?
Prophesy
What is that all
again.
about? John the Revelator had to come back and prophesy again.
Again.
Get that real quick. So you can get that
Yeah,
Ezekiel.
this is real quick. Revelation 5:1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within, and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? To loose the seals thereof. So you got all these people that teach, especially Christianity, that anybody can just pick up the scriptures and learn them. As long as you believe in the blood of Jesus or whatever. Okay?
What the pastors love to say, oh, Revelation, that book is sealed.
And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. So not everybody has the understanding. And I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. So where do you get off saying that Roman Catholicism is the truth, man? Okay, because this was written around the same time. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Okay? So that's who has the power and the understanding. Okay, it's Yahweh Shai, man.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto me, for they will not hearken unto but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are imprudent and hard-hearted. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
Right, and our people rebel against this truth more than Esau, man. I mean, we understand why Esau would get upset, but our people are more contentious towards this truth than these heathens are.
Yeah, even especially like the black women. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
They super demonic at an all-time high right now.
Now all of Israel is Israel.
Yeah, keep on.
Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive them in thine heart, and hear them with thine ears. And go get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people.
We still come out, you know what I'm saying, to the captivity, even though they not receiving it. Just like in second entrance to say, let not the incredulity of them trouble you, not the unbelief. Go ahead.
And speak unto them and tell them, thus saith the Lord power, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
Yeah, bring up the guy up here. He didn't want to hear. He couldn't fuck nobody else, bitch. He didn't want to hear. Not he couldn't eat pork because ham was good to him. He liked ham.
And it was waiting for him when he got home.
Go ahead.
Then the Spirit took me, and I heard behind me a voice of a great rushing, saying, Blessed be the glory of the Lord from his place.
Skip down to verse 17.
Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
Yeah, because we understand these prophecies, man. We understand when we see the prophecies come to pass, we understand them, so we go out and tell people, this gonna happen, that's gonna happen. A famine is coming. Go ahead.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
And that's the thing. They don't understand that we out here to try to help them save their life. We trying to save our lives too. But we trying to help the words that we bringing out to you can get you saved.
Yep.
If you will only believe. That's why we ain't ask nobody for no money. We just want you to believe. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die. Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also thou hast delivered thy soul.
Like I told the man, the pork, that's not even a food. It's not? Oh shit, I ain't eating that shit no more. No, it's good. It's good. Get that joint in Weston. It's a famine coming. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew.
I just seen the article saying they was expecting a big earthquake. Matter of fact, they've been getting earthquakes in California, but they expecting a big
Got
one.
that storm. That what they call? They got floods and shit out there.
Yeah, they got floods going on.
In California, they got the atmospheric rivers.
That's what they call it.
The atmospheric rivers.
Well, I mean, California is naturally a desert anyway, man. You know? But Esau came in there and he said, let's turn it into the breadbasket of America. How stupid is that?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verses 3. And he said, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many.
See that now with all these camps, all these off camps, all these camps is off, man. And it's easy to see, man, because they're not occupied in prophecies. Go ahead.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Ain't nobody going into Matthew 24. Ain't nobody going into Ezekiel. Ain't nobody going to Jeremiah 51. Ain't nobody going into none of the prophecies, man. They're not going into that. They're not going into 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. Russia just talked about they shot down the UFO. You see that shit? This nigga's crazy.
And South Korea, they did a missile test and it caused the UFO scare. Everybody thought it was fucking aliens when they did a missile test.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
And if you're watching the news, the wars in the news, but mostly they talk about, oh, Damar Hamlin and all that. That's what's in the news. The earthquakes that's popping off in California ain't in the news. All right, when I was growing up, that earthquake that happened in, I believe it was like 1989 or 19. You remember that shit?
When the bridge and all that.
Yeah.
I was too young, but
Hey,
I know about it.
LA freeway.
Hey, when that earthquake happened, man, that shit was on the news for like 6 months. They talk about that shit.
It took down the whole throughway, man. People, it take 4 or 5 hours just to drive.
Hey, an earthquake happened now. It's not even in the news. Volcanoes and shit erupted all over the earth, and that shit ain't in the news. You might see a little flicker of it, and that's it.
Everything in the news is Brandon Circus. That's it.
See, that thing happened with Damar Hamlin, and Esau had to go into damage control,
Yeah.
man. Because everybody was all over social media calling it the clot shot, man.
Yeah. Go ahead. Wars and rumors.
It's more important for him to defend his own lies.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
Yeah, all these things must come to pass. And the things that he about to go into must come to pass. Go ahead.
But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Go ahead.
And there shall be famines.
The famines, the brother was going into that. The famines, it's going to be famines. It's going to be famines. It's going to happen. All right, we ain't had no famine yet. We got shortages and shit, but it's going to be a famine. People going to be out here starving. Go ahead.
Can I bring out some facts right quick?
Go ahead.
This down in Chile. It's
That's one of the tribes. The tribes.
yeah, it's Chile. It's 8,000 earthquakes a year.
Damn.
Every day there are about 8,000 earthquakes. There are 18 major earthquakes a year, 2 million minor earthquakes a year. 2 million minor earthquakes a year. They just did this in Chile.
Yeah.
8,000 a year.
That's
fucking,
just in one part of the earth.
that little slither. 8,000 a year.
This earthquake's happening all over, man. That's not getting reported. Go ahead.
And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
The earthquakes in diverse places. And that's happening. All these things is happening on the earth. Go ahead.
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
So we're entering that time, a sorrowful time, man. You know? It's why the scriptures talk about preparing for loss, man. You know?
It says, I just typed in earthquakes on Google. It's all types of articles. You know, the northern coast of California, a 3.5. That's a small one, but they're still happening. San Jose earthquakes sign.
That's how they start, though. They start with the little ones,
the little
and
ones,
big
yeah.
one hits.
But it was just a pretty big one in California, I want to say like 2 weeks ago.
It was like 7, I think.
Yeah,
6 off 7. Yeah. I think it was like 2 of them though.
Yeah.
This is 1 Timothy 4.
5.8 hit Afghanistan yesterday.
Yeah. See, and hey, and I wouldn't have knew that one unless the brother just brought it up.
Yeah, it's natural disasters going on over there.
Magnitude 5.8 earthquake shakes Afghanistan region. But
So remember, they had the flooding and shit recently too.
This is 1 Timothy 4 and 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Okay? So that's what our focus should be. Right? The scriptures talk about what? Keeping your eyes single, man.
yeah, you can't listen to a guy that says it's not about the doctrine. It's all about the doctrine. That's what it's about. Just because we know we Israelites don't mean we could go out and teach, but we got different doctrines. That's confusion.
Those are guys that want everything on easy mode, man.
That's confusion. It's all about the doctrine. It's always been about the doctrine.
And them guys that play on rookie
And if you ain't know that, that means you don't really, you got them. That means you really don't believe, man. Because you're supposed to believe everything.
And that's why we always were against unity camps. You might have 100 people out there, but they all got different doctrines. But they call them. It's not a unity camp if you got different doctrines.
Right.
That's not unity.
They don't believe in the same thing.
Unit is one.
They're all in. They're all about. Well, they're unified in the sense that they're all about strength in numbers, man.
Yeah.
You know. They're all about that strength in numbers bullshit, man.
And quality is better than quantity, man. Quality is better than quantity. All right. It's better to have a little bit of something that's better than than an abundance of something that's garbage.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was this dude at work. I was just fucking with him to piss him off because I knew he was jabbed up and shit. And I was like, yeah, you know what, Demar? I said he dropped dead because of that, because of the jab. And he was like, no, he not. No, he not. He was like, why didn't I die yet? I was like, shit, your time's coming, buddy. He was like, yeah, I hate that motherfucker, fucking Jew bitch. Fucking, the fuck I he was like, well, if I asked 99 people, and I bet you 99 of them say that it wasn't because of that. I said, shit, that don't mean it's right.
Right.
Then he just stormed off and shit.
Hey, man,
Yeah, because the truth is the truth, man. 99 people can say 2 + 2 is 8.
Yeah. Every time something comes out about this mysterious inoculation, all right, you always got all these people on social media that pose like doctors wearing the white or blue suits. Don't no real doctor do a video informing you wearing a fucking white suit. We don't even know.
One of the brothers.
Run the hospitals. Most of the doctors don't even wear them fucking
One
white
of the brothers
suits.
said they look like paint contractors.
with the pen all conveniently tucked in.
They don't.
Acting like that shit just got out the washing machine. You guys are all paid actors, man.
The serpent is subtle, man. This is really this setup is really a theater. It's really just like a bunch of that shit make me not even want to watch sports, man. I'm a big sports dude. That shit make me not even want to watch it.
Anymore.
Yeah, it don't make me not even want to watch it, man. But that's the spirit that the mirth of the land is gone.
I only want to watch the Super Bowl to see if something happens at the halftime show, man. Because every year they got those guys that say, oh, they're gonna drop something or somebody's gonna go through with the automatics or whatever, man. That's really the only entertainment we could get in this society is watching these events to see if something will pop off, like the Olympics or something, man. I always watch the Olympic ceremonies. You never know. You never know, man. When Esau's gonna do a false flag at an event like that. And when he does a major false flag, he's gonna make sure that the whole world sees it. Salakia, get back to the scripture. This is 1 Timothy 4:14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. Okay? You got guys saying we don't have to go into prophecies. Well,
That's the main thing we should be focused on.
you knowing you finding out you're an Israelite was prophecy. You know this?
That's what's gonna get us out of here. The prophecy's coming to pass.
Of the hands of the presbytery, meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Okay? And meditation, man, I can't emphasize that enough. How important. Still on? Okay. Yeah, meditation is a very important tool with this truth, man. You know, sometimes when you might get mad at something or something might be bugging you, sometimes meditation is really, clearing your head is a very crucial tool, man. It's peaceful.
Gotta take a moment out and just sit in silence with yourself.
And meditating upon terror and these things that are gonna happen, man. When you meditate and what do they say? Think of the worst and hope for the best or whatever. Hope. Yeah.
Prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Right. When you're doing that in your mind, when that worst time comes, it's not as bad.
Yeah. Because doing all that meditating and using your imagination, you actually hardening your mind. Because you're preparing your mind to see harsh things.
This is verse 16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. And that's really what this is all about, man. We read Ezekiel 3. That's really what it's all about, man. It's just fishing for the elect. Okay? And those of you that want to hear and forbear, you can go on about your business until the Lord judges you.
Because the Lord is as you can see, all these spirits going back to the spirit world, man. The Lord ain't playing. We're literally living in the last seconds of this man's society, man. Let's finish with Job 20. 20 and 4.
The wicked, sure.
He shall fly away as a dream. Because Esau is done, man, at the end of the day. We got to put up with a lot of shit in this day-to-day society, man. You can't really execute what your spirit wants you to execute.
Hell no.
You know, the Lord going, like you read earlier, the Lord going to avenge his elect. Go ahead.
It's the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 4. No doubt not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Right, it speaks in Revelation, it speaks about Satan was going to be loose for his little season. And that's when Esau was going to come into power and rule for a short period of time. We in that little season now, we at the end of that little season. So the triumphing of the wicked is short. Go ahead.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds, yet he should perish forever like his own dung.
Yep.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Yeah, he's going to be taken out of his power seat. He's going to be put into slavery, and then he's going to be no more. All right, and that's the day that we're waiting on. The day when Israel is in complete rulership, when the world is under Israelite control, righteousness. All right, no more punching the clock, no more diseases, no more sicknesses. All right, no more fraud ass money system where Esau he pay you at the end of the week. The Lord said you're supposed to get paid at the end of the day. You know, this whole shit is wicked. Go ahead.
The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place be any more behold him.
Yeah, he's gonna be knocked out of his power seat. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? The man? Is this the man? Go ahead. That was it.
His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods.
Yeah, his hands shall restore their goods. You know? Because how did they get everything? When that Queen Elizabeth died, right? She had that little crown on her head. They said it was stolen diamonds and stones from
India,
different
right?
nations. Yeah, each stone was like from somewhere else.
India was on their ass.
Yeah, they steal
Like, y'all
everything,
stole
man.
millions of dollars from
Yeah.
God bless us.
See that these people forgot, man, about how oppressive the British Empire was, man.
It was shit. It was America.
America came out of Great Britain.
They slaughtered millions of those East Indians.
Yep. This is the oppressing city.
Britons did slaughter a lot of people.
Go to what is that? Nahum 1 and 5. Woe to the bloody city. 3 and 1. Nahum 3 and 1.
Kids carrying guns now too. He was a 6-year-old.
Killed.
How does a 6-year-old got a gun in the school?
Yep.
And it was premeditated.
Right.
They thought about it.
Wow.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery, the prey departs not.
Yeah, woe to the bloody city. This is the bloody city. And when you read about Babylon in Revelation, it's described as a city. Right? This is the bloody city. All right? The Native Americans, Gad, Reuben, all the tribes have been slaughtered here, man.
We the prey.
Yeah, and the prey
not.
departeth not. It's the same thing with Pharaoh. Pharaoh ain't want to let the Israelites go.
And speaking of bloody, they've been passing a lot of laws recently. In Georgia, no, Alabama, if you're 21 and older, you could just walk around with a gun. You unlicensed, no training, no license, no nothing. You just go in the store, probably do a background check, and bam, you could just walk around strapped up. My mom's was down in Georgia recently. She said everybody down there walking around with pistols. I mean, they've been lenient with the gun laws, but now everybody walking around with pistols.
Yeah, because Esau ultimately wants violence.
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
So, you know, all them southern states, your ass to get shot, yo.
Food shortages. Not everybody got guns.
Everybody got guns. It's food shortages. It's inflation. People aggravated. Niggas ain't even trained right.
Yeah,
People
Esau
just about
wants
to go out here
violence.
just letting off gunshots.
So
I heard some shots last night.
so he can bring in his martial law troops and establish his NWO. That's what we want. So with that, Lord willing, you brothers were edified, you sisters were edified as well, Lord willing. We want to give all the praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, B'Kakwadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's elect. Lord willing, we'll see you brothers and sisters next week. Shalom.